And welcome to Houston, everybody. Here, the Halal Guys Showcase, LSU and Texas. College basketball doubleheader from the Lone Star State. And game one between the Tigers and the Longhorns, and still to come, it'll be Houston and Texas A&M. Longhorns win the tip, and we are underway, in the ball in the hands of Max Asmus and Jimmy Dykes. That guy can flat out score.
Well, and LSU defensively, Boog, this year has not been a good three-point.
Right, as it'll be Tyrese Hunter to inbound. Hunter last year had a solid season, his first year after transferring over from Iowa State, so he stayed in conference. Asmus driving, gets a piece of the paint, pulls up, and that's off the mark.
Well, he's going to get off his 15, 16 shots per game as Asmus. And he's got a nice balance to it, taking 8 or 9 threes a game. He's got a good 2-point game.
Will Baker off the mark with that shot, 8. Yeah, they won the Big 12 tournament. Off-balance shot right there. Reed couldn't hit. Texas the other way.
Good physical defense on a forceful drive of Reed by Texas.
And Brock Cunningham gets the scoring started. A three-pointer for Cunningham. So Texas here with the early lead. The Longhorns should be one of the top teams in what will be, again, a very powerful Big 12 conference. Mitchell not able to hit, but follows and tips his miss in.
To me, that's who he has to be this year. He's got to be the hardest playing dude on the floor, because athletically he can run with anyone and jump with anyone in college basketball, and a really good off-ball cut.
Got great experience last year. He started all 38 games for Texas. Good rebound inside, and a foul as Mike Williams, the freshman.
The hard parts of the game. He's 23 and white's a big
year as a sophomore. Williams hits the second.
Great NCAAs. Well, 2018, 19, and 22 for coach at Murray State. Ja Morant certainly was the heartbeat of that. And that's what LSU has to do, I think, move to Texas today. They've got to drive the ball, get points on that foul.
Hunter give back Cunningham. As they move it, Asmus finds space. Good ball movement and leaves Hunter wide open.
Got him chasing, didn't they? That ball movement got LSU chasing instead of guarding. There's a big difference. It all started, though, with a paint punch of Asmus. So good and quick at stopping and moving the ball.
And a bucket there. Jalen Reed. Reed coming off a good game against Alabama State at 13 points.
I would drive Texas every possession these first few minutes and see how determined and how tough they are at guarding the ball. And LSU has seen the same thing.
And Jedrick. Texas with a 10-5 advantage. And there's a steal. Look out. Here comes Mitchell. Whoa! With Jedrick trying to get possession. Reed the give off. Williams lost the handle briefly, puts it up with the left hand, and Mitchell rebounds.
And Williams has taken back-to-back impossibly hard shots.
Cunningham feeds Asmus. Edge 20 and 5 assists. And he should help them a lot.
Well, he had 8 threes in a ball game last year for Tulane against Wichita State. And we're talking about 3 in purple. Watch out.
Dylan Dessou off the glass and in.
A lot of different options for Rodney Terry. What Rodney Terry did in that Big 12 tournament run, they put Dylan Dessou in a lot of simple 2-man game action, and expect to see a heavy dose of that as this kid works his way back into the lineup this year.
Scoring. McMahon was telling us that Fountain lost a bunch of weight when he was battling that illness. Hunter into the front court. 18-7 Texas with the lead. And now Hunter hesitation, and that shot was blocked by Hunter Dean, but a foul call.
He is all in. That entire family is team, and you have a strong dislike when he's playing against you. And every team needs a guy like that, right?
A leader, wonderful career, and just been an anchor for this program. Inside, And LSU with 2 more, and Derek Fountain with the bucket.
It feels like LSU has come into this game thinking we can drive the 4 and 5 position of Texas, and they've had some success doing it early.
Hunter as Dean pops out on him. And now it's Dessou wide open, flips it up. And LSU back the other way.
I don't know why Dessou short roll to the 12-foot mark. He could have gotten to the rim.
Mitchell swats it out of bounds.
So far in this game, he has not. Extremely active.
Then their opponents. I mean, that's a big chunk from the line.
And considering that they turn the ball over almost 15 times a game, so they are losing possessions and they're still getting to the line that much. And now LSU extends with a big, it's a 2-1-2 zone to start with. And you've got to get out to the corner on that. That's just way.
Ace miss. And Hannibal comes away with it. LSU. Hannibal. Oh, and there's Mitchell in. Count it. Man, he is quick off his feet.
And what growth Mitchell from Leckens. He's the most dangerous guy. The pass in, then run him off the screens. It doesn't matter. Turnover.
Dean grabs it, hangs, hits, and one!
He brought it with the speed of Nikola Jokic.
Started his career at Southern Miss as he knocks that down.
It's worth mentioning again how good that group was last year.
And he was named the 26th head coach in program history. March 27th of this year. That was his 55th birthday. There's Ace Smith with a good cut and a nice find.
It's a 1-3-1 that after the first pass drops to a 2-3. Those bottom guys are coming up high like an old Syracuse extended 2-3.
Oh, look at that, cleaning things up is Kendall Weed.
Rip drive right guy all day long. Texas is going to sit on that right hand and make him do something with that left.
Hunter. That one knocked out of the hands of Shedrick. That foul will be a little over 6 points, close to 4.
Shoulder surgeries in the offseason until October to start doing 5-on-0 offense. And it wasn't until the last couple of weeks he was fully clear to start putting both arms up when he's on the floor. I mean, he played a lot of games in November with like 1.5 arms. That's not easy to do. He had 27 against Louisville, but then wasn't able to play the next day against UConn because of it.
And a three-pointer will go for Texas.
No doubt. We talk about Houston defensively. Chris Beard's bunch is wired the same way. They're not at the Houston level, but they are a tough out.
Cook not able to hit. Here's Hunter coming away with it and speeds to the goal and puts it in.
Yeah, he was the fastest to the ball. Then he was the fastest to the rim. Just turned it into the foot race. Really well done by the 6-foot junior.
Quarter shot wouldn't go. Horton comes away with it. Up ahead, Hunter. Texas by a dozen. Under 9.5 to go here first half. And a foul on LSU. Tyrese Hunter.
Iowa State. He was 53-1 in high school. This guy to get back to that level.
Cook wandering inside, spins it, and it's off the rim. And Texas the other way. Now Mitchell. Ace miss. He's got to be feeling good about that.
Yeah, that cannot happen. You're right about his feelings are, I can make anything that I shoot. But he was able to catch it, one bounce it, and get himself gathered underneath. Just way too much airspace if you're LSU defensively.
Oh, boy. Welcome back to LSU. Jalen Cook, as he knocks down a 3, is a 13-point Texas advantage. John Shambi, Jimmy Dykes here in Houston from Toyota Center. And the Halal Guys Showcase. Fountain, the hesitation, and that'll rattle home.
I like the fact that Fountain, twice in this game already, has, with heavy body contact on top of him, has not gotten rushed and gone right through the chin of defenders to get that ball on the rim.
Ace Smith's lob and the throwdown on Yema.
No awareness at all. I know that middle ball screen is difficult to defend in the middle third of the floor, but just because it's difficult doesn't mean you don't do it. And if two guys come off to stop the roll, that's better than none. Wow.
Cook starting to feel it. His second three.
Cook starting to cook from the same spot. He is so good. You watched him last year at Tulane in those rhythm dribble, one or two bounces into his own look.
Hunter, free throw line. Got it. Shake and bake.
I see you're shaking. I'll raise you one, right?
Cook. That one tipped out. Fountain able to get it over to Ward, who puts it home.
They made a school record 353 threes last year on their way to the national championship. If you can't shoot the three, oh my God!
Mitchell from the ceiling. That one knocked away. Mitchell has it.
Just didn't run offense.
Hunter hangs and then leans up and under and puts it home.
Doesn't he have good control of his body as a driver? And he drives that thing with force, and the ability to stop on a dime, so important for guards in college ball. Just shed the defenders with a ball fake.
Now, Jimmy, to your point that you were starting to talk about as it relates to UConn, I'm with you. In today's game of college basketball,
Coach has been very clear with this is your team. I'm buying UConn. I know Arizona, Purdue, Kansas, but UConn is still not completely at full strength. Still trying to get in their groove, but you go on the road at Gonzaga and hold those dudes at 63 points. You're doing a lot of stuff really well. And Clingan last night looked like Donovan Clingan once again.
Foul down low.
And I can make a case for all of them, honestly. If you're outside that top 12 in week 6, because we've had feast week.
And there's a steal by Cunningham. Loose ball. Diving on the floor, and eventually Hunter comes away with it. Cunningham feeds down low. Mitchell got it. Go after that man. Onyema inside and puts it in.
It's a simple two-man game. Asmus comes off of a little bit of a screen on the two-man game side. That's an empty corner. It's a naked roll action that Onyema just takes great advantage of.
Look at that dime from Cook as he's able to find Hunter's knee.
If you can't throw strike this afternoon, he's just played harder than anybody else on the floor. Just that hard cut, purposeful cut by Dylan Mitchell. That's a simple out-of-bounds play. They got a lot of pieces, Texas does, to work with. Legit title contenders, Kansas, Baylor, Houston. I'm putting Oklahoma.
Hannibal off the feed from Cook. Wright lost the handle, back to Cook. Right down the middle. Dean thundering in, offensive rebound to the putback.
I've never heard of a guy doing an interview borrowing a coat and jacket from the guy who's interviewing you. And Steve didn't get the job. I don't know if the wardrobe malfunction had something to do with it or not, but it's always a great story every time I see Steve McLean again.
Hunter, 4-3, and Tyrese Hunter knocks.
Texas A&M is going to do with their ball screen offense today against a Houston team that absolutely takes you out of ball screen action.
Got a foul here on LSU. I think it's actually on Cook. Into the rotation, obviously, and two guys expected to make an impact.
The value of that Texas degree was a big pull on this kid. Obviously, he's a high academic guy, but he grew up not too far from that campus, and that Texas degree meant a lot to him in that transfer process. He is a major weapon going forward.
Hannibal kicks out. Dean gets it to go. He has been everywhere, on the break, on the glass.
Matt McMahon put 3 in purple in to close out this first half. I'm not sure he'll give it up before he gets one off. You bring a screen to him, you just flatten it out and let him go to work. Screen, send him weak. Good job by Texas.
Dean inside, not able to hit. Fountain fighting for the loose ball. Asmus looking up at the clock. Clock winding down. A. Smith. Speed inside and Dessou the stuff. Great awareness from Max A. Smith.
They were playing 5-on-4 because Fountain got clocked in the head and never made it past the timeline. There you see him rubbing the back of it.
Points at a couple of threes. And this is Cook with the basketball. So the Tigers have it to start. Down by 19 here to begin the second half. Baker, their top scorer, was held scoreless in the first half. And the former Longhorn misses that shot. Hunter, ball fake. A. Smith got it.
You cannot not be there on the touch of Baker because of foul trouble. Comes in as their leading scorer. They need him to take more threes. Talking about 9 in purple.
Cook inside, just got loose. And the bucket for Jalen Cook.
When you are wired to score, you get off 9 shots in 12 minutes like he did in the first half. And Texas needs to understand that this is a kid that can go on an 8-9-0 run all by himself if you don't keep him covered.
Dedrick got a good feed inside.
A restricted arc, dig in, make sure you load up to the ball. That play is still a legal play.
Left side, and that one will rattle home for Jordan Wright.
He's capable, Boog. He's 36%, I think, this year from the three-point line. That's probably his 20th make on the year. He's a Baton Rouge native that finds himself back home for one more year of college ball.
Wright going to work on A. Smith. Hangs. Couldn't hit, but draws the foul. Right to the line.
One of the first times I've seen LSU try to...
Jordan Wright goes 6'6", 230.
Jordan Wright is, as a person.
Drew Hannibal on him. Hesitation for Hunter, up and under.
Good move, bad defense, though, is what it was.
Cook looking for some space. Swings that. Fountain. Off the glass and in for Derek Fountain.
A good, forceful drive by...
Back out to Cook. Cook going to work. Finds Fountain underneath and puts it in, and he's got 10. He got scraped across the eye. Score in Division I men's basketball.
I believe he comes in with 69 20-point games in his career. Does A. Smith. Tough
Hunter. Shot clock winding down, and he nails that.
Is the inability of LSU to get back-to-back stops is keeping them from putting game pressure on Texas.
Wright will try and hit. LSU with a chance to cut into that 14-point deficit. Hannibal aggressively at the basket, and the linebacker puts it home.
All right, so we got a stop and a basket. Now, do you get another stop and another basket and make Texas feel a little bit of pressure? This is the possession that will tell us the answer. They go to that naked side, empty roll screen for Dessou.
Great look as Hunter cut to the goal.
It's just hard, man, to cut into a lead when you can't get 2 or 3 stops in a row. And I just don't know if LSU defensively right now is built to do it.
Floater from Cook.
You can see he's got game, though, can't you?
Foul inside on Texas. That'll be on A. Smith.
Got to make them. It's as simple as that. You got to make them when you get there.
LSU as a team, talked about it at the start, they get to the line a ton. Good looks at Cunningham, wide open, and he buries it on the feed from Hunter.
He just has the ability, Cunningham, to make big plays at big time. Whether it's a defensive stop, a loose ball rebound, a key three. We've probably had so far in college basketball. You look at the games across
of our game right here. Toyota Center in by Ward. short, score it, and the foul.
I just sense that Matt McMahon thinks we can play some bully ball games across the country today. You'll see all Wilson's fall. You'll see them all.
Talked about it a lot, but teams when they practice
all can be in the rule book. Doesn't make any sense either.
Smith not able to hit. Mitchell got knocked down, and it's LSU back the other way. Ward kick out, right's wide open. Got it.
That's a big push by Ward. Punch back in these next 3 or 4 minutes because the game pressure has now been firmly established. LSU defensively moved much more aggressive. They're hard hedging. They're blown up ball screens. There's to my point.
And a steal, and Wright able to put it in. Smith leaves inside, shot wildly off the mark, and then they get jump ball, and it'll be possession arrow, Texas, and Matt McMahon can't believe it.
And I think the LSU bench either got warned or got stuck with the tee. The Fountain comes down with it. He covers it up as well as you can, and I don't think you can get a piece of that ball without fouling. But the officials saw it differently.
What do you got, Jimmy?
It was a technical foul on one of the LSU players at the end of the bench, either for what he said or come out on the floor, or a combination of. So we got 2 shots by Smith, and then we go to the possession arrow. This is the discipline. You give Texas 2 free throws.
Attack the Texas defense. Cook not able to hit. Good feed as Mitchell ends up getting fouled, and Hunter. Mitchell started every game last year as a freshman. Yeah, so the baseball scouting term, high ceiling, right?
Absolutely.
There's still room left to grow. Mitchell here, Fountain on him. Sioux fighting for position, has the basketball. And Dean ended up fouling him.
Dylan DeSue as a 7. DeSue is really good.
I mean, usually if they spill close to the table, sometimes they'll get sticky feet. Oh, wow! Jordan Wright, look out! What a throwdown! Goodness.
Wright was not wrong in what he saw.
Sue as Dean goes to help Cook.
Looking to double off of Smith. Why would you do that? You cannot come off of Smith and give him that much room on the catch.
Cook answers with a triple of his own, and the deficit is 11. Hunter inbounds, gets it to Mitchell with Fountain on him. Closing in on 6 minutes to go here, second half. Smith trying to find DeSue, loose ball. DeSue puts it in. Foul on Weaver.
Rodney Terry
trying to contest, but you got to use your head too.
Absolutely. They both are married to one another if it's a good marriage. If not, you got all kinds of problems. LSU's going to have to get points off of some turnovers right now. You're getting down to, you're under 6 minutes. An 11-point game, you can start counting the number of possessions that are left.
Inside. And oh my goodness, how about Kendall Weaver, that jumping count.
Hawk against Marquette was big time, just jumped off the film. I mean, he led the WAC last year in for all freshmen with points, rebounds, steals, field goals made. Like an active athlete is guarding the ball right now.
Wow, right, feeling it. knocks down the triple.
What?
I'm with you.
Well, it's not a good plan.
No. Other had it knocked away. Shot clock winding down. Weaver. Oh, bailed him out. I like. Toss up ahead, right, and a two-handed stuff. That's a good 26. That's 2 off his career high.
A good job by the officials, because LSU got possession of the ball before the shot clock horn had sounded, and it was play on. And what a monster game by Mr. Wright in the second half.
Yasu flips it up and it goes down.
Got a lot of tricks in his bag, doesn't he? Yasu is an offensive big guy.
Right. Draws the foul on the floor from Kendall Weaver.
Smoked by Auburn. It wasn't even a game, Boog. You just don't know from one Saturday to
early season tournaments. You know, we get a chance to see Villanova play in the Bahamas. They look great. They come home and lose to St. Joe's and Drexel. And one thing about Hunter a little short, LSU the ball.
You'll see Kansas much more than I will the rest of the year, but their lack of depth is a very big concern to me. The lack of depth is the injury, the next injury that comes up. If you have
things that Rodney Terry was saying was how 9-point game, Smith with 16. Drives in, then back out. Boy, don't clock at 9 to Sue.
Don't foul now, Boo. What a nice find and a nice piece out of the portal to add to that depth that you talked about for Texas.
Jedrick gives off Smith, turns the corner, off the glass and in. Under 90 seconds to go in this one, Texas by 13. A game effort in the second half by Jordan Wright and the Tigers. And a reminder, Big 12 Now, Toss.com/Big 12 Now.
In both of them, but I think LSU also found who they can be going. Houston is ranked inside the top 4, I believe. That Houston team defensively, they are 4 points better than anyone else in college basketball per 100 possessions. What a game to break out of, because it is a nightmare against Houston when you bring that second defender to the ball. But that is a team that Toyota Center.
Contested. Weaver pulls it down.
I was talking to Texas staff about Kendall Weaver. The first thing they said was he does play hard. And man, the game starts there. He's right there by his head coach, too, in white. And he doesn't have the numbers of some other guys, but he had as much impact on closing this game out as anybody.
Texas just takes the shot clock violation, and 11 seconds to play here from Toyota Center. So again, coming up, number 4 Houston and Texas A&M. 30 minutes from now, we'll have it for you. Mountain ball fake, 3, got it. And that'll do it. Texas wins it 96-85 despite the career high 33 points from Jordan Wright. Wire to wire, biggest lead for Texas was 22. And the Longhorns victorious. For Jimmy Dykes and our entire crew, I'm John Chomby.